Gutsy call by Doug Peterson. This place is rocking, and let's play some football from Philly today. Here we go. This is Weems. He'll take it out from 5 yards deep. And Weems, that's not a good decision. He doesn't make it back to the 20. And so the Falcons will start deep in their own territory with Matt Ryan leading the charge. He's 20 yards away from 3,000 already. That's the most in the NFL.
And Kevin, Matt Ryan's been great since he's come into this league. He's taken it to a completely different level this year. And I think a big part of that, number one, he and Kyle Shanahan, his offensive coordinator, they're on the same page. Much better in year two. But he's not forcing it to Julio Jones. He's running the offense. When Julio gets doubled, he's not afraid to go elsewhere, and he's got a lot of weapons elsewhere.
They have had big contributions from everywhere. So they started on first down, and they will run it here to Freeman. And Freeman up across the 20 to the 22. He's going to pick up 4 yards. And, you know, it's not just Julio Jones and the receivers. As John told you, they're without Tevin Coleman. They kind of have two star running backs. Coleman's been out now for 3 weeks, but Devontae Freeman has done it all.
He's a special back. He can run extremely well. You see Tevin Coleman out, Jacob Tamme out, and Trufant on the defense. That's a big loss for the Atlanta Falcons. But Devontae Freeman really coming into his own in this league. Complete back, can hurt you running the ball and catching it.
He's 8th in the NFL in rushing, Freeman. He wears number 24. Second down. They'll throw it. 4-man rush. That's Julio Jones, complete. And that should be good for a first down, working against Jalen Mills.
Kevin, we talked about not forcing it to Julio Jones, but when Julio Jones is matched one-on-one, he's going to go there just about every time. And Julio Jones pays it off just about every time. So talented, so fast, so big, so strong. You can't say enough. The best thing I can say, he's one of the most humble players in this league, along with being one of the best.
Sure is. So a first down for Atlanta. And Ryan to throw it. Pressure. They're going to set up a screen to Freeman. He can run. Freeman with the spin, and he's got a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this Philadelphia defense, it's an attacking front. Watch these guys come upfield, and what do you do to an attacking front? You let them, you invite them up, and then you hit them with the screen. Beautiful execution, beautiful call by Kyle Shanahan, and then well blocked by Levitra out front.
That's Fletcher Cox, who started off the season on fire, but he's had no sacks after the first 3 games. Looking to get him going. 2nd and 2. Here's Freeman. Will run it left, breaks the tackle, but then Graham finishes him off for no gain. So a 3rd and short coming up for this Falcons offense. They are the best offense in the NFL, and they have been just phenomenal every single week. You look at the numbers, they're kind of mind-numbing, really. I mean, they're averaging almost 450 yards a game, 34 points a game. That's tops in the league. Big reason why Matt Ryan's been the best quarterback. Julio Jones has been the best receiver. And then, as John said, all the other parts have filled in. They're running backs. Most scrimmage yards in the league. Amazing considering that Coleman, the guy on the right, has been out for 3 weeks. 3rd down and 2. Julio Jones, top of your screen. Flags fly, and this one may move Atlanta back. Craig Rolstad is our referee today.
Ball start. Offense. Number 73. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Kevin, give an assist to these Eagle fans. They cranked it up here early, and Ryan Schrader felt that noise and got a little antsy with Brandon Graham aside from him. Brandon Graham having a fantastic season for the Eagles at defensive end.
On a 3rd and 7, pressure coming. Ryan's going to go deep for Jones, and he overshoots him. Incomplete. Nolan Carroll had pretty good coverage, and so the Eagles defense holds.
Julio Jones, we talked about how humble he is. He did tell us also, though, when they go man-to-man, that's an insult to me. He got man-to-man with Nolan Carroll, had some separation. Matt Ryan just overthrows him. A near miss and a good job by Nolan Carroll in this Philly defense.
There's Darren Sproles, so dangerous in his career. 7 punt returns for touchdowns. Eagles as a team 3rd overall in return yards on punts this year. Bosher to get it away. Low liner. Sproles going to let it bounce. And he's going to leave it alone, and it'll roll inside the 20. So a nice punt by Bosher, 50 yards, no return. We'll see Carson Wentz when we come back. Scoreless in the first from Philly. Back in Philadelphia, first quarter, first possession for the Eagles after the defense forced the Falcons punt. And they will start it out from their own 19. We get a look at Carson Wentz, who's had a pretty good rookie season. A little bit of a slump lately, but he's 3-0 at home and he's performed well. Trying to make that 4-0 against a tough opponent today, and they will run it out of the pistol to Matthews, I should say. Now Ryan Matthews has kind of been invisible the last couple of weeks. He's only had 16 snaps the last couple of weeks after being the lead back, but got to feel that maybe they try to get him more involved today.
Yeah, Doug Peterson told us, look, I think everyone thinks that I lost belief in him. That's not the case at all. He was hurt in the Pittsburgh game. He had a sore tooth. In the old days, we didn't used to mess with sore tooth, but he had a sore tooth on another game, and Doug Peterson indicated we're going to give him a big load on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, that was the Dallas game when I guess he couldn't put his helmet over his face. So Sproles was hot, stayed with a hot hand. Sproles has been great, but here they'll stick with that same formula, trying to run on this Falcons defense. And a short game that'll bring up 2nd down. So for these Eagles, who come in at 4-4, they've been in every game they've lost. I mean, they have had chances at the end. The first 4 games, Wentz was unbelievable. 7 touchdowns, 1 pick. Last 4, he's come down to earth. He's made some mistakes, not all his fault. Oh, the secondary has gotten torched. That's an issue for Philly. 12 passing touchdowns allowed the last 5 games. That's been a factor. And then they just haven't converted. 3rd downs in the red zone. They've been terrible, and they've turned the ball over. That's not a good formula for this Eagle team. And here's one of those cases on 3rd down. They're 30th in the league on 3rd down. Be a 3rd and 4. 5-man pressure. Wentz going to throw far side to Matthews, and a slide and catch. And that's good for Philly 1st down. So there's one of those 3rd down conversions.
Well, here's the deal, Kevin. 3rd and 4. They've been living in 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 10s. 3rd and 4, a lot easier. A lot more plays on that sheet. Nice mechanics by Wentz. Throws it low and outside where Jordan Matthews and only Jordan Matthews can catch it. And Jordan Matthews does just that.
John Eagles on their offensive line today, missing their left guard Alan Barber for the 2nd straight week. So Stefan Wisniewski, there he is, number 61, plays for the 2nd week in a row. Movement, so we'll get a penalty here.
False start. Offense. Number 86. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And Kevin, back to those 3rd down. The reality, it's 1st and 2nd down production that affects 3rd down. You look at that, 3 of 15 last week. Well, they were 9 times in 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 7 plus. 0 for 9 on those. It's hard to convert 3rd and 7 plus because here comes pressure. Here comes so many things. Much better job on 1st and 2nd down makes it easier on the rookie quarterback.
That's certainly a big ask. Sproles in the backfield here on 1st and 15. Wentz going to let it fly. He's got a completion. And there is the tight end, Zach Ertz, who came off the back of the milk carton against the Giants last week and finally got him involved in the offense.
Well, look, he was hurt early on. Ertz is going to run a corner route down here at the bottom of your screen, working against 32 Jalen Collins. They lack dynamic wide receivers, but they do have a somewhat dynamic tight end in Zach Ertz, and Doug Peterson indicated he's going to get more involved in the offense. It's a nice security blanket for a rookie quarterback, so expect more of Zach Ertz today.
Wendell Smallwood, the rookie back from West Virginia, is in the backfield now. They'll play all 4 of the running backs. 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Smallwood up the middle, 1st down. And so Smallwood, who's come into this game with a 4.5-yard average per run, picks up the 1st, and the Eagles moving on their opening drive.
And I like this back. He's going to be kind of the 3rd guy today. But Doug Peterson, just like Andy Reid out there in Kansas City, they'll go with the hot hand. So if a guy gets hot, and I really like this kid because he can run inside the tackles. He does a great job of keeping his shoulders square, but then he can also go. He can go the distance. He's got real speed.
He led the country in runs over 10 yards last year, so he's got some shake to him. This year he's got 5 of those runs in limited carries. Fake to him. Wentz over the middle, and it's a good catch and a run. Wentz on target, and he hits Jordan Matthews for another first down. That's a pickup of 16.
Now, this was something that Carson Wentz said he's very comfortable with. They were a run-first offense at North Dakota State, so a little play action that creates a little indecision from the linebackers, and then you throw right behind them, and there's some separation. We haven't seen a lot of that. Jordan Matthews doing a nice job of getting open today for Carson Wentz.
First quarters have been a little bit of a bugaboo for Philadelphia, so this is an encouraging sign for them. 7th play of the drive. On first down, Wentz calmly throws in the flat. He's got Sproles, who's inside the 30, and they're going to mark Sproles down to the 28.
You know, he stands 5'6", but he packs a punch. I played against him a lot. And there's certain players you like playing against the best, but when he used to come on the field, I'd say, oh no, you know, because he's a little guy but so quick, and it's playing it against a guy at that size. It's different. They kind of bounce off you when you try to tackle him. You can't move as fast as him in and out of breaks. He's a great player. They just need to find out how to best use him.
You see the rotation of the backs. This is Matthews who gets back in there. Stretch left, first down. So the Eagles going with 3 running backs, and they're really moving it around on the first drive. Another first down for Doug Peterson's crew.
And I really think that Darren Sproles becomes more effective when he's not your every down back.
Really?
Because that true change of pace. When I used to play against him, if you saw him a lot, if you saw him all the time, he's back there. He's just hiding. There he is. He's 5'6". But when I saw him all the time, you kind of get used to him. But when you're trying to tackle LaDainian Tomlinson or Ryan Matthews, and then boom, here comes a flash of Darren Sproles, that's much tougher. So I think playing him sparingly will yield you even bigger results.
First down. Matthews right up the gut, gets through inside the 20, and he's down to the 18. So Matthews going to pick up 6 on first down.
Yeah, this is just good surge. Watch this offensive line. Down, down, and around. An old power play. Wisniewski, and there goes Selleck. Doesn't look like much of a hole, but Ryan Matthews fits through that tiny crack. Good running by Ryan Matthews.
So they're really mixing it around. Matthews 4 carries, 16 yards. Smallwood's got a carry. Sproles has a catch. Second and 5. Run it again. And another hole. And another good run from Ryan Matthews. He's down to the 12, and it's another Philadelphia first down after Matthews picks up 6.
Well, Jason Kelsey, this is a great talent. When your center can get out and run like this, he's going to lead the caravan. Look at him get out, get his hat on. Deion Jones. Ryan Matthews just running behind that offensive line. They're controlling the line of scrimmage early.
Eagles have Dorial Green-Beckham in the game. Top of your screen. He's a big target. Like to go to him down here in this red zone. First down. They'll run it up the gut. Matthews running hard inside the 5. What a turnaround for Ryan Matthews, who was a ghost the last couple weeks, and he's been huge on this opening possession.
And again, power running behind that offensive line, and here comes the tempo from the Eagles.
They're trying to hurry it up. Falcons have trouble getting off the field. They can't get off the field, and because of it, they have to call a timeout. So the tempo getting to Atlanta there. The Eagles got to the line quick, and the Falcons got caught in a sub.
Kevin, that's where Carson Wentz has impressed. You can put a lot on his plate. He called for this up tempo right away, and so you see all those players, and then out of the corner up top you see Dan Quinn, the head coach, running his best 40-yard dash to get down and call that timeout.
John, one thing about this Eagles team we touched on at the beginning, in the red zone they have not been a good team at all. Wentz himself has been pretty solid down there. But the last 4 games, as far as scoring touchdowns when they've been inside the 20, 5 of 14. They've got to find a way to punch it in.
You know what helps your red zone offense? Controlling the line of scrimmage and running the football inside like they have been today. So we'll see if they can continue that.
They can get a first down here. It's not a to-go situation. 2nd and 2 from the 4. Hand it off again. Touchdown! Ryan Matthews.
Look at this surge by the offensive line. This right side just clearing out the Atlanta Falcons, and that's easy pickings for Ryan Matthews. Not a whole lot to do other than get behind those big boys and fall in the end zone.
Extra point attempt is up and good. How about that opening possession by Philadelphia? 12 plays, 81 yards, and they run the football behind Ryan Matthews. His 6th touchdown of the year, and it's got Philadelphia in front. Big-time drive for the Eagles on their opening possession. 12 plays, 81 yards. Ryan Matthews ran the ball lots on that drive. 7 times for 34 yards. Carson Wentz 4 of 4, 47 yards, and the Eagles with a good start. 2nd possession time for Atlanta. Weems will take it out again. Unsuccessful the first time, and this time he's going to get back out right around where the touchback would have put him anyway. Put him at the 26. Carson Wentz 3-0 at home this year. He's got an early lead. However, the Falcons have the best offense in the league. Now Matt Ryan looking to respond. The Philly boy when we come back. Fantastic day in Philadelphia. Looking at downtown off in the background there, and it's just perfect. Temperatures in the 50s. Sun is shining. Crowd is into it. Their Birds are up 7-0 early. 2nd possession for the Falcons. They start from their own 26, and we get some discombobulation here by Atlanta.
False start. Offense. Number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, the penalty on Chris Chester, illegal discombobulation on Chris Chester. But credit this Philly crowd. They really brought their game today. This place is loud.
Well, this is a big one for the Eagles. You know, they've lost all their games in the division. They're 4-4, and they got a tough schedule coming up, and they know it. Ryan, a couple fakes, moves away from pressure. Still looking to throw. Jones incomplete. Hit Nigel Bradham in the area, and that play just got busted up from the start. 2nd and long.
Nigel Bradham, Kevin, you mentioned what a great job he did. They faked the reverse to Julio Jones. He's going to come around, and then Matt Ryan wants to go to Julio, but watch Nigel Bradham just kind of play right in between the two of them. And Matt Ryan, he just kind of slow plays it, and he never gives him. Matt Ryan then gets a hand out of it. Really nice play by Nigel Bradham.
Second down. They'll run it right up the gut. Freeman breaks the tackle, and he's out to the 25. First game break of the day. Let's say hello to Carissa Thompson.
Hello, Kevin. Minnesota at Washington. Now, Minnesota has dropped the last 3 games looking to rebound here. This isn't the start they wanted. Kirk Cousins to Jamison Crowder. Crowder leads the team with 5 touchdowns. Washington up early, 7-0. Kevin, John, and Pam.
Wow, Vikings are reeling right now. 3rd down and 11. Blitz. Ryan hit as he throws, complete Sanu, and he's not going to get the first down. That's a tremendous tackle by Malcolm Jenkins, and the Falcons will have to punt.
And Kevin, because I played his position, Malcolm Jenkins, I don't know if there's a player who I respect the more the job they're asking him to do right now. He plays the in-the-box safety, but then right there he's playing cornerback. He's out covering Mohamed Sanu, a legit wide receiver in this league. So this guy is playing the dirty ball inside, but then going out and covering wide receivers. That is big-time football by Malcolm Jenkins.
He got a new contract extension for the year, playing maybe the best football of his career in his 8th year. 4th down, Bosher to punt. And this is Sproles. And a fair catch by Sproles. So Eagles will take over. The defense has stepped up. Malcolm Jenkins doing the job on D, and now we'll see Carson Wentz and company with the Eagles up 7-0 late in the first. 2:37 to go the first quarter from Philadelphia. 7-0 Eagles over the Falcons, along with Pam Oliver, John Lynch. I'm Kevin Burkhardt, and our entire Fox NFL Sunday crew. And the Eagles on their first possession, a 12-play drive off to a fine start. Carson Wentz started this game 4 of 4 for 47 yards. They're running the football, and the offense looking good. And really last week against the Giants, they looked good. They just turned it over and couldn't convert in the red zone. Start this drive from their own 22. They fake to Matthews. Wentz on the rollout, and we get a completion far side of the field. Almost a drop, but Matthews does hang on. He's going to pick up about 9.
You know, Kevin, one thing interesting in talking to Carson Wentz this week, I asked him if he liked being under center a little more, and he said, yes, I want to be under center. Doug Peterson came from Kansas City, where Alex Smith loved being in the gun, but I played under center a lot at North Dakota State, and I think it gets my feet going, and it's something I noticed on film, but Carson Wentz said he likes it. I think they're moving the pocket more, and if you run the ball, it will give them more opportunities under center.
I don't know many young quarterbacks, if any, will say that. On a 2nd down and 1, they fake the run, they fake the reverse screen, and Matthews gets some blocks. Ryan Matthews into Falcon territory, and this Eagles offense clicking on all cylinders. He picks up 20.
This team likes home cooking. We saw the graphic as we came back to the action. They play better at home. Little fake to Ryan Matthews, then to Bryce Treggs, the speed demon who they put in for the first time last week. And then you screen to Matthews, and his guys are out front. Really nice execution.
Another fake. Wentz has time. Slides left. Now he's in trouble, and now he's dropped. Vic Beasley comes in and picks up the sack for Beasley, number 8.5 on the year. He's been good for Atlanta.
And that's something Carson Wentz will learn. At a certain time, you got to just throw the football away and live to see another down. We talk about those 3rd and longs. Well, it's negative yardage plays that so often put you in those. So Carson Wentz will learn, if it's not there, throw it away, and let's have 2nd and 10 as opposed to 2nd and 14.
Eagles going 6 offensive linemen. They've done it a few times today with Sayamalo, 73, and that's why they're going to try and run it to Smallwood. A bruising run. He's going to pick up 6 yards. And a 3rd down and long coming up.
We set with Doug Peterson, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's also the offensive coordinator. He said, I've got to do a better job with the running back rotation. I'd say give him an A+ right now with how he's handling that. The mix of Ryan Matthews to Sproles to Smallwood has been excellent.
And the results have been, John, 46 rushing yards for the Eagles. And this looks like it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. See, Sproles is happy about that. And so are the Philadelphia fans, trying to cool down the red-hot Falcons. 7-0 Eagles, and on the move again after 1 from Philly. We start the second quarter, and it's all Eagles so far. Eagles offense has held the ball. And I guess, John, when you're trying to keep the NFL's best offense at bay, you just don't let them on the field.
That's right.
Carson Wentz told us that our mindset is we've got to stay on the field, convert 3rd downs. This is one of them. 3rd and 8. 4-man rush. He's got time. He's going to loft it wide open. It's Matthews, and another conversion. Jordan Matthews, 4 catches already. That one good for 20.
Jordan Matthews going to run that corner route, the 7 route. And I like the way he ran it. He stuck it, stepped on Brian Poole, the cornerback's toes, and then pulled it out to the corner. Little suddenness in that route.
Smallwood in the game at back. He gets it, not much. He gets hit right away. Beasley was there first. Well, you needed this game if you're the Eagles, right? You're 4-4. Hi, everyone, by the way. John Lynch, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. You needed this game, and you needed to do something different. They've done something different to start.
Yeah, and it started with running the ball, and give the offensive line for Philadelphia a huge amount of credit. They are clearly controlling this line of scrimmage. Ryan Matthews is running hard. That gives a little rhythm, a little keeping this Atlanta defense on their toes. Carson Wentz looking really sharp.
Out of the pistol on 2nd down. Smallwood bounces left, and he gets to the 25. So a 3rd down and long is coming your way. There has been a real commitment to the run, no doubt. As you see it, so far. 11 rushes, 48 yards to 2 different backs running. Sproles has caught a ball out of the backfield.
We talk about it all the time, Kevin, and it's not cliche. It's the truth. The best friend to a quarterback, the run game, because a defense can't just tee off on you now because they're getting teed off on. So when you mix in that run, it makes a quarterback's life, particularly a rookie quarterback's life, so much easier.
3rd down. Blitz coming. Wentz rolling. In trouble. Fires complete. Well short of a 1st down. Ertz made the catch, but he was tackled immediately by Keanu Neal, the rookie. And so it looks like field goal time for the Eagles.
Dan Quinn and this Atlanta defense dialed up some pressure. Smallwood, the running back, didn't do a good job of picking it up. Carson Wentz had to flush from the pocket.
Caleb Sturgis, who's been excellent, did have one blocked against the Giants last week. 20 of 22 on the year. This one from 44 yards out. And it's tailing and no good. So Sturgis had hit 18 in a row for the one got blocked last week, and now he misses this one, and the Falcons have a little life. Sturgis has been so good, just right, and Dan Quinn fired up. Falcons get the ball, down 7. A little high school ball, Wilmington Friends School. You were at the game yesterday, John.
Yeah, they played their rival, Tower Hill. They had a big win for the Quakers. A lot of fun seeing high school football in Delaware.
Artie Kempner and Bill Harmon, big part of that coaching staff. Big contracts they got before the year. 1st and 10. Freeman, good run. Right side, and Devontae Freeman has an Atlanta 1st down. That's their biggest play of the game. Picks up 11.
Well, we talked about all those other pieces. It's not just Julio Jones anymore. And this guy, Devontae Freeman, he's a big reason why. You saw the burst right there. He's got a style of running that is just kind of contagious. Matt Ryan said probably the most well-liked guy on the team. He's maybe the nicest guy, but he's also a very good player and kind of the heartbeat of this offense.
Falcons line up Patrick DeMarco, their fullback, way to the bottom, and now he's going to go in motion to the backfield, number 42. 1st down, blitz, picked up, back foot throw, looking for Jones. What a completion! Oh my! Matt Ryan to Julio Jones.
Well, Matt Ryan puts it out there. We saw the overthrow earlier. No overthrow this time. Perfect throw. And Julio Jones, the concentration, making sure he gets 2 feet in. Look at that concentration, seeing it all the way in.
29-yard gain. Here's Freeman, though. He's bottled up. Connor Barwin got good pressure and drops Freeman for a loss.
Kevin, Matt Ryan has always been one of the better deep ball throwers in this league, as we see Connor Barwin hurting. But Matt Ryan's ability to throw the ball downfield when you have weapons like Julio Jones at your disposal, just huge.
Jones came in leading the league in receiving yards. With that catch, he's now over 1,000 yards already. Hard to believe. Here's the fake coming near side, and that's Aldrick Robinson. And he's tackled immediately, maybe a yard. Let's get a game break. Carissa Thompson is there.
Well, I'll take it over here, Kevin. You've never seen this before because it's never happened before. DeMarco Murray, his first NFL pass goes for a 10-yard score to Delaney Walker. Tennessee all over Green Bay right now in the early going, 14-0. Back to Kevin, John, and Pam.
You know, Kurt, you and Carissa look alike, so I apologize for getting that one right. Thank you, Kurt. That's a surprise. Here the Falcons have a 3rd down and 10 coming up. Ryan, time over the middle. Good catch, but shy of a 1st down. It's Sanu down to the 20, but he's going to be a solid 3.5 yards short of a 1st. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle, and here comes the field goal unit.
Well, again, Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. You know, in this league, they're going to complete balls, particularly when you're playing against Matt Ryan. But look at the work Malcolm Jenkins is doing. Tight coverage and then ensuring the tackle on Sanu short of the line to gain. Malcolm Jenkins playing at a high level, doing so much, not just versatility, but quality versatility in his play.
Matt Bryant has been old reliable. 38-yard field goal try here, and Bryant right down the middle. He's 21 of 22 on the year. 15th year, keeps on going strong. Julio Jones with the big play, 29-yarder, set up the field goal. Falcons on the board. 7-3 Eagles over the Falcons here. 9:36 to go in the first half from Philadelphia. Falcons get on the board on a Matt Bryant field goal made possible from Julio Jones and Matt Ryan hooking up on a tremendous 29-yard over-the-shoulder grab. Short kick. And it's going to be taken by Barner. Barner breaks free across the 30. And good field position for the Eagles as Kenyon Barner takes a short kick, returns it 32 yards. And Bosher doing the job. Could have been a lot worse.
Going to break down.
Well, let's do a little eye test. Here's the Eagles last week on your left against the Giants. 3rd downs, 4th downs, red zone, terrible. Today, 2 for 3 on 3rd. 4th down, no tries yet. Red zone, they've been in there once. They've scored a touchdown once. Improvement, John Lynch.
It's where you win and lose football games in this league. Those critical downs, they've been much better.
Blitz coming. Wentz knows it, gets rid of it on the run, incomplete. He had a blitzer coming in, Brian Poole, so he had to unload it, and a 2nd down.
Well, Brian Poole, the nickel corner, he's going to come right off the edge. Jason Peters has to stay in to block Claiborne, the defensive lineman, and Poole flushes Wentz, who does his best to elude him and get the ball downfield, but just doesn't have time.
You know, for a 6'5", 237-pound guy, Wentz is pretty mobile in the pocket. He can move a little bit.
Very athletic.
2nd down here. They try the pistol again. Matthews trying to bounce it outside. Not much. Falcons strung it out pretty good. There's Paul Worlow was there. Worlow, a guy that led this team in tackles the last 3 years, but the Falcons went young, John, drafted a couple of linebackers in the draft.
They did, and they've been playing, and they're drafting speed. And so that last run, where have we been seeing them run? Right at them. When you run side to side against this Atlanta defense, bad deal, because they're fast. That's how they're built. A fast team, you want to punch them in the mouth, go right at them. That's what they have been doing. They need to stick with it.
Here's one of those 3rd and longs you've been talking about. That's what got them last week against New York. Movement.
Ball start. Offense. Number 71. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Jason Peters, he was doing his best sales job, but he's playing the left tackle, trying to say that they drew him, which he may have a. It was kind of simultaneous, and that, you know, in those situations they're going to call the offensive tackle, but Jason Peters was arguing.
Peters, 8-time Pro Bowler, still playing at a high level in his 13th year. Falcons drop off. Only a 3-man rush, it appears, on 3rd and long. Wentz all day. Now he finally is going to chuck underneath, and he's got a catch to Matthews, but he is wrapped up across the 40. That's going to be 4 yards shy of a 1st down, and the Eagles will punt.
Well, look, they rushed 3, so that means you got 8 left. They got 8 zone defenders, and for Carson Wentz, he does the right thing. You hold on to it, try to let them uncover, but nothing really uncovers. Vic Beasley doing a nice job. You see Wentz scanning the field. Good mechanics. He's looking all around. No one open. He throws it on the check down to Ryan Matthews, but Atlanta's defense rallies.
And he had Dwight Freeney coming in there too. Here is the punt. It's a low one. It's going to be picked up by Weems. Bounces off a defender at the 25. Tough run by Eric Weems, former Pro Bowler on special teams. This Falcons offense, they are dynamic. #1 in the NFL. Yards per game right there. Big plays to Julio Jones. They're on the field. We come back. Now the Eagles have held the ball, and they've moved the ball. They scored in their opening possession. And that's why they've got a 7-3 lead here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, the fake. Ryan flushed right. He'll get it to Freeman, and Devontae Freeman so electric out of the backfield. And he's going to pick up 16 yards across the 40. That play was dead. Ball did not come out.
I tell you what, one thing Matt Ryan has really gotten better at each and every year, his ability to extend plays. He used to be kind of that pocket quarterback, and if you kept him in there, he wasn't going to go anywhere. Now he's not afraid to get outside and make plays happen.
Freeman hit behind the line of scrimmage and then falls forward. Vinny Curry got some pressure to kind of blow up that play. Eagles rotating their defense a little bit here, getting their linemen a little bit of a breather against this high-powered Atlanta offense.
Doug Peterson alluded to the fact that we're going to need to rotate these guys because our game plan is going to rely heavily on four-man rush. You don't want to be blitzing with Julio Jones out there, because when you blitz, that means he's one-on-one.
That's the new in motion. Teron Ward in the backfield, but they'll throw it. Ryan gets Julio Jones on the slant, and a good tackle. That's Michael Kendricks. John, Eagles are tackling well here today.
They are. You typically don't see that. Julio Jones go down on the first contact, and Kendricks does a great job of bringing him down.
See Julio smiling on that one.
Look at this. He's so strong. He usually runs right through these, but Kendricks grabbing everything he can, bringing his arms. Tough to do. Real nice job by Kendricks.
Falcons 0 for 3 on third down today. Blitz. Ryan over the middle, and he's got a completion. Jones breaks a tackle, and he's taken down inside the 35. I'm not sure what you do about that, but it's a pickup of 20.
You're absolutely right. What a throw, what a catch. This is great coverage by Nolan Carroll. It's hard to cover Julio Jones any better, but Matt Ryan places it absolutely perfectly, and the concentration of Julio Jones, the strong hands to pull it in. That's just pretty, and that's what makes this offense so tough to stop.
Connor Barwin back on the field for the Eagles. Remember, he got hurt last trip. Here's Freeman, big hole, good cut. Freeman inside the 20. And now this Falcons offense is picking up some juice.
They're picking up juice. They're picking up a little rhythm. Going to run right behind his fullback, Patrick DeMarco, 42. He makes the big block right there. Ryan Schrader, the right tackle. Toilolo, the tight end. All the Falcons on their man, and Devontae Freeman. You give him some space, he's going to gain you some big yards.
That's Gabriel in motion. They ran it to him a couple times last week. This is Freeman, who is hit. Malcolm Jenkins is having a heck of a first half.
Well, we talked about it. We've seen him out playing cornerback. Now we're going to see the dirty box work that I was talking about. Look at Malcolm Jenkins. He's going to run right through. Sees the run. How do you stop run? You go attack it. Go play in their backfield. I really, really enjoy the way number 27 for the Philadelphia Eagles, Malcolm Jenkins, is playing this game.
He made the Pro Bowl for the first time last year, and the Eagles rewarded him with a new 4-year contract extension. 8th year in the league, probably playing his best football ever. 2nd and 12 for Atlanta. Ryan, pressure, steps away, but now he's dropped. Told you Barwin was back in the game, and he just announced himself with a sack.
Give a lot of credit to Brandon Graham. He's going to rush outside. That forces him up, and then Barwin cleans up. You see Brandon Graham coming. Connor Barwin keeps going the relentless rush and brings down Matt Ryan.
In the red zone, this Eagles defense is 4th best in the league. This has been a good strength of their team, and now a 3rd and 18 for Atlanta. Got to get to the 7. Ryan over the middle. Hooper drops it. Incomplete. And a field goal try coming up.
Philadelphia wasn't going to let anything behind them. Matt Ryan just trying to get Matt Bryant, his kicker, into better field goal position. Hooper can't bring it in.
Well, this will be a 43-yard field goal from Matt Bryant. If he hits it, he'll tie Morton Anderson's Falcons record for the most field goals ever. Bryant, perfect. Man, is he good. 15 years in the league. He doesn't miss much. And he's got the Falcons within 1 point, but the Eagles defense bends but doesn't break. We'll see Wentz on the field one more time. His Birds up 1 on their Birds. Couple of big Julio Jones catches has led Atlanta to 2 field goals. You see Matt Ryan's not thrilled because it's rare they get held out of the end zone, but the Eagles D has done a nice job.
Very nice job. I mean, they're averaging 34 points a game, as we showed earlier.
This is Smallwood. And Smallwood hit by Weems. And the Eagles will start shy of their own 20. Tomorrow night, National Geographic invites you to go to Mars, John Humankind's greatest adventure, and find out how we made Mars home. The new series Mars premieres tomorrow night only on National Geographic. That looks super cool. Here on Earth, it's the Eagles up over the Falcons 7-6. Good football game in the first half. Weems is some special teams player, Pro Bowler a few years ago.
Talk about courage. Little guy running down there on those kickoffs. That's big time courage.
So the Eagles with 3 timeouts to go in the 2-minute warning, 2:53 to play with. They're going to run it. Matthews, big hole. Ryan Matthews all the way out to the 40. 22-yard run from Ryan Matthews, and the ground game continues to be big.
I was saying it earlier. Don't run side to side against this defense. Run right at them. And Kelsey and Brandon Brooks, they're blocking down. They get the double team. Matthews runs right behind them. Ryan Matthews running with authority today, breaking arm tackles and nearly went the distance.
They credit him with 21 yards. They mark him down at the 39. Matthews with 9 carries, 56 yards. Guy had 18 total snaps the last 2 weeks. This is Smallwood, the rookie. And he gets forward for a few. And so this ground game for Philadelphia against the Falcons run defense, which by the way has been good, 7th best in the league coming in. So hard fought game from Philadelphia. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Eagles ball, and they're up 1 on Atlanta. And they've got themselves a 2nd down and 7 with Sproles in the backfield. They are running the football today more than they've passed it. Here they're going to throw, and first we'll get flags.
False start. Offense. Number 86. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
See Zach Ertz with the false start. But Kevin, you look at this for the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, this half really couldn't have gone better except for one deal. Sturgis, who's a really good kicker, missing that kick against the Atlanta Falcons. Remember, they score 34 points a game, so they're down right now, but they're going to score.
Right.
You can't leave points out there. And Caleb Sturgis, a very good kicker, but that was a key miss, and it'd be interesting to see if that comes back to bite them.
Eagles do get the ball at the start of the second half. Wentz steps up, fires a bullet, caught. Matthews, pretty pass, and the sliding grab for a first down into Atlanta territory, picks up 20.
Man, he looks good. He really does. He's stepping up in the pocket, and he's playing a team. This is a group, as I said, the wide receivers, they struggle to get open.
They go quick hitter to Matthews there on the slant. They wanted a flag. They won't get it. Brian Poole was the cornerback on the coverage.
Now, one thing that's helping them when you look at the Atlanta Falcons, like Seattle, they play the same coverage over and over, and it looks like man on the outside but zone on the inside. Here, Brian Poole doing a really good job. And I think a good no call. Jordan Matthews doesn't agree.
Matthews having a big first half. 5 catches, 75 yards. Wentz is 10 of 12 for 125 throwing. Throw it again. Pressure, drops it, picks it up. And now it's still loose, and the Falcons will pick it up. It's Poole who's got it, and Atlanta has the football. Vic Beasley is the guy who forced it. That's his 4th forced fumble of the year.
And Vic Beasley, he's come alive this year, working against Vaitai, and then has the wherewithal to get his left hand down there. It's all about the ball. Dan Quinn preaches it every day. Tremendous job. Carson Wentz, 2 hands on the ball, thinks he secures it right here, but it goes right through his legs. Unbelievable. And Poole picks it up. Looked like a rugby scrum right there.
So for Beasley, that's his second sack today, his fourth forced fumble of the year. Wentz has actually fumbled the ball 9 times. That's only the second one he's lost, but that's a huge one. Now with 1:27 to go, Atlanta's got 2 timeouts in great position at the Philly 42. So all those good things you were talking about in this half, John, could turn sour real quick. Ryan, pressure up the middle, and he is sacked. He got big pressure up the middle from Cox, but it was Brandon Graham to finish him off.
Well, this Philadelphia defensive front, they compact like a trash compactor. They compact the pocket. And Fletcher Cox, he gets the push right inside. Brandon Graham coming from the outside leaves Matt Ryan with nowhere to go.
Clock running. They do not elect to take a timeout. Under a minute. Loss of 6. Ryan, Julio Jones, and he runs into 3 Eagles at the 40. Still not calling a timeout, and now there's a timeout. There's an injured Eagle on the field. Nolan Carroll, their cornerback. And so he's down on the play here.
And they can ill afford to lose Nolan Carroll. We've seen him playing really good today. McKelvin's been struggling with a hamstring throughout the year. This would be a big loss.
They work on Nolan Carroll. We've got a break from Philadelphia. Falcons on the move, down 1. All right, Kurt, thanks very much. So Carroll walks off. Pam Oliver tells us he's going in to be evaluated for head injury. Leotis McKelvin, number 21, checks in at cornerback. 3rd and 8 for Atlanta. Ryan fires far side. Jones, and Jones is going to be short. And the tackling has been there for Philly all day. Jenkins and Mills combine. And now with the clock still going at 32 seconds, this is makeable for Matt Bryant. He's got this range. If they decide to kick this, this would be 53 yards if he tries it. And they are going to try it. Why not?
Kevin, you mentioned it, and the tackling has been excellent. They've been getting them in 3rd and long situations and then allowing them to catch it in front, but then solid tackling. Now, Matt Bryant, we were just talking during the break. He doesn't even make them close. I mean, they're just right down the middle.
Oh, boy.
Julio Jones limping a little bit.
Now, this is the reason why Falcons even have a chance here. The great strip by Beasley, and then Wentz couldn't corral it, so Poole picked it up. So now here is Matt Bryant. Will try from 53 yards. Will tie his season long. 2 of 3 from 50+ on the year. Snap and hold are good, and Bryant just missed. He almost hooked it back home, but it's no good. Just the 2nd miss of the year for Matt Bryant, and the Eagles will get it back with 1 timeout and 25 seconds to go.
Well, 2 really good kickers. They've each missed, and he's playing that draw, but just starts it out a little too far to the right, and it's trying to draw. Just not quite quickly enough. Had plenty of distance. Now with 25 seconds, ample time for the Eagles to try to get it in Sturgis's field goal range or score a touchdown.
Dan Quinn leaning, waiting for that draw to come back. Just never. It's weird because it's not windy on the field today. So both kickers have missed field goals. Philadelphia football, 1 timeout, 25 seconds ago. Wentz in trouble, backpedaling, get it to Sproles, and he is hit immediately, and the ball comes loose. I still see no signal. Whose ball is it? Waiting for a signal here. Did he catch it first? They say Falcons football. Devondre Campbell will get credit with the forced fumble. The ruling on the field is Atlanta football on the fumble by Sproles.
And Kevin, the call on the field. So remember, to overturn it's got to be clear and obvious. But I think what they'll look at, was it indeed a catch? Did he have 2 feet control? And you look at it in regular speed.
Now remember, in regular speed they look at it as a bang bang play. You have to have it for more than that. Mike Pereira, our expert from Los Angeles, is with us. Mike, what's your take on this play?
Hey, listen, I think it's an incomplete pass, and you're right. You got to look at it at bang, bang speed, at regular speed. You know, I think clearly they would want this have ruled an incomplete pass. Now, when they look at it in New York and along with at the site there, they're going to run it real time. And can you recognize a clear control, 2 feet, and then a football move before the ball comes out? You know, to me, it's bang, bang. And if I was a replay guy, I'd actually reverse it to incomplete. Now, they've done a yeoman's jobs of staying with the calls. They've done yeoman's jobs with staying with the calls on the field, but to me, this is pretty bang bang and is incomplete.
I agree. You run that real speed, and I never said bang bang so much, but here we go, and that looked bang bang to me.
Well, and I agree, and I think this is good, by the way, that the one thing that they do is run it in real speed, and they try to recognize in real speed whether or not you can actually see a clear move, extra steps, a turn up field in real speed. And to me, this ball's out very quickly.
Mike, one thing, you know, again on the video this week, Dean Blandino talked about the standard to overturn being clear and obvious. So while it looks like bang bang to us, is that clear and obvious?
I just, you know, John, the thing that you have clear and obvious video of is control and 2 feet. But do you have a clear and obvious? I don't think you really have any, you know, any time. It's all about the element of time. Turning upfield, being able to brace yourself and protect for contact. I'm not even totally sure he has complete and total control. So I get it, and they may stay with it, but I know one thing, if I was the replay guy, I'd reverse it based on the theory of in real time it comes out so quickly.
Mike, thanks. I don't think he ever actually got his hands on it. I don't think he ever actually caught it. But, you know, that is a good point, John, about the ruling on the field, what it was. So here's the deal. If the Falcons actually get this, they have the ball on the 40. They only need 5 more yards for a field goal try. If the Eagles have it, they got 1 timeout, 16 seconds. And realistically, they probably have to go, I don't know, 20 yards to have a shot, 25 yards to have a shot at a long field goal. But this is obviously a big call, and it's taken a while. So 2 offenses on the field, John. Who's going to win?
This is like a battle of wills. I love it.
Someone's got to get off.
After review, the ruling on the field has changed. The receiver did not have the ball long enough to become a runner. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. It will be 2nd down and 10 at the 43-yard line. Timer, please reset the game clock to 21 seconds.
Well, they get 5 seconds back on the clock, which I think that's a great job by Mike and the guys in New York. Good call here. So the Eagles, you got, what, 16 seconds left? No, they put 21 seconds left on it. Still time to try and kick a late field goal, John.
And you wonder, is this going to pull Doug Peterson back and say,
right,
let's just go to half now? That got my heart beat up a little bit. But here we go, bang, bang, clear and obvious. Hey, this is football in 2016.
I feel like we should include bang bang in every sentence from now on. 2nd and 10. They will be aggressive. Pressure coming. Wentz steps up beautifully. Fires! Dropped! Jordan Matthews. Got to make that play.
And he typically does. He has really good hands. Let's see if he never takes his eyes. He does everything you're supposed to do. He just doesn't catch it. And so, folks, he's paid a lot of money to catch these. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. Jordan Matthews typically does. He doesn't in a critical moment, because that would have put him in field goal position.
Sure would have. And he's had a good first half, John. 5 catches, 75 yards. So it'll be a 3rd down and 10 from the 43. And play clock running out. What's going on here? They got to reset that, I'm guessing. They do. And here we go. 3rd down and 10. 15 seconds to go in the half. The Eagles need to get at least to the 40 to have a shot. Caleb Sturgis's long on the year is 55 yards. Wentz, they're going to set up a screen to Sproles. Darren Sproles gets a block. Good cut. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. I think a little shy. And the timeout called by Philadelphia, their final one. And it looks like he is a half-yard shy of a first down.
The one thing Peterson did, Doug Peterson, the head coach, he did a nice job of keeping those timeouts. And so on this last drive, you had plenty at your disposal. So now you got 8 seconds. They've used their final timeout, so you have to get out of bounds. So I think what you do, you either take a shot at the end zone or you throw it out of bounds, and if not, you tell Carson Wentz, airmail it. But I think right now you got to take a shot down the field, because otherwise you're giving them a chance to have the ball back right there.
I think it's 8 seconds. It's kind of right on that borderline that if you don't take up enough time, Atlanta could have one play. Check this out. They're going to put Julio Jones back out there to knock down a Hail Mary. I love it.
And that's good coaching, because nobody high points a ball in this league better than Julio Jones.
4th and 1. 2-man rush. Wentz getting pressure. And he's going to throw it into the ground, but that gives Atlanta a chance to take a shot here. Oh, you couldn't do that. Now Matt Ryan and the offense will have a chance to do the same thing and go for a Hail Mary.
Yeah, at that point, you just keep extending or run for the first down, but that's the absolute wrong thing to do, and he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And these are things that you learn in time. They'll go over that situation. But now you give Matt Ryan one chance for a heave.
Let's watch the time unfold here.
Great job of defending the sideline here.
And so the Eagles are going to do the same thing Atlanta did. Dorial Green Beckham. They're going to put their wide receiver all the way back trying to defend this Hail Mary. And Matt Ryan will get a chance with 3 seconds to go.
Julio now on offense. Up top, isolated.
3-man rush. There's some pressure. Here comes Graham. Ryan has no choice. He's got to throw it away. Brandon Graham had the pressure, and after all that, nothing. And so we go to the half. Good half of football. Defense been a factor in today's game. Couple missed field goals too. And the Eagles holding this #1 offense in the NFL to just 6 points. 7-6 Eagles at the break from Philadelphia. And a good one from the city of brotherly love. Falcons averaging 34 points a game, just 6 Eagles scored on their opening possession. And so that's where we stand. Going to the break in Philly. Wentz 11 of 16, 134 yards. And of course the fumble. Matt Ryan 11 of 15, 112 yards. Those are the numbers for the quarterback. 7-6 Eagles at the half. Kurt Menefee and the guys have the halftime show from LA coming up right now. Today's excitement is brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. From the 4. Handed off.